Hey everyone, we're back with week 6 of the VDL. Last week we had a close match against my longtime friend AP, and honestly, it really could have gone either way. Anyway, this week we're ready to bounce back as we take on Vortex, the owner of the VDL and coach of the Chicago Grookeys. Vortex and I have become great friends, working together on various content projects, which, by the way, if you haven't checked out any, you can find them all on his channel. You definitely should go give those a watch. Right now, we're sitting in the third place seed in the Jirachi division with a 3-2 record, and Vortex isn't far behind, tied with the same 3-2 record, but sitting in 8th place due to differential. This season has been super competitive, every win counts, so let's go ahead and dive right into our matchup against Vortex and see what we're up against this week. Looking at Vortex's team, he's built a solid foundation around the classic hazard stack combo of Golden Go and Glamora, also combining that with screen support from Grimmsnarl to set up for threats like Salamence or Nasty Plot Azelf. He's also reinforced his team with bulky, hard-hitting mons like Rillaboom and Mudsdale. To top it all off, he has 2 Terra captains, Araquanid and Lapras, the latter of which being a recent addition he added for free agency to add even more versatility to the squad. Heading into this week, I'm expecting a very offense-heavy approach from Vortex, especially focused around choice-banded Araquanid. My switches to Terra Water boosted liquidations are so limited, so that's definitely a big threat. Salamence is also a major concern, and it can easily snowball if given any free switch-ins, whether it's Dragon Dance setup or skipping that altogether and just going Choice Band or Choice Scarf. It's a scary team for sure, so let's take a look at our roster this week and see how we'll be playing to handle these huge threats. First up on the roster is Ting-Lu, and normally we'd focus on an EV spread on either max HP with a focus on physical defense or special defense, but this week calls for a more specialized set. We've invested in 96 attack EVs to ensure that Payback is a guaranteed 2-hit KO on defensive Golden Go, especially since Earthquake isn't as reliable with grassy terrain on the field. We've also allocated 56 defense EVs alongside with a maxed out 252 HP to help handle Salamence a bit more effectively. The remaining EVs were put into special defense, allowing Ting-Lu to take on threats like Azelf, should Vortex decide to bring it. We're running leftovers as well, which in addition to Vortex's terrain should make Ting-Lu incredibly difficult to take down. Next up is Tornadus, returning with another Nasty Plot set. With 208 speed EVs and a timid nature, we can make sure we outspeed everything from Azelf and below, while maxing out special attack to maximize offensive pressure. The remaining EVs are invested into HP for added bulk. Bleak Windstorm and Heatwave provide great coverage against most of Vortex's team, while Grass Knot is specifically there to handle Mudsdale. Although I don't see Tornadus being the ultimate sweeper like in previous weeks, it still serves as a reliable check to Rillaboom. We're running heavy-duty boots once again to avoid damage from hazards, allowing for multiple free switch-ins without the worry of stealth rocks. However, without U-turn for pivoting this week, I don't really expect Tornadus to come in too often unless it's absolutely necessary. Brambleghast returns as our rapid spin support, but with more of an offensive utility approach. After learning last week that investing HP really doesn't yield the best results, we've shifted gears to focus fully on offense. Initially, I considered just running Poltergeist and Power Whip as our stab combination, which sounded great on paper. However, I anticipate Vortex will bring a physically defensive set again on Golden Go, potentially with an Air Balloon or Pinch Berry, both of which would nullify Poltergeist, leaving us completely walled. To avoid that, we've opted for a Shadow Ball set instead, with max special attack to ensure a 2-hit KO. This unexpected tech should catch Vortex off guard, at least I hope it does, and I'm hopeful it will produce some solid results this week. So remember how I mentioned that our switch-ins to Choice Band Liquidation were pretty much non-existent? Well, let me introduce you to our only real check, Max Defense Urshifu with Rocky Helmet. Yeah, we are cooking this week. All of my other defensive mons fold to Araquanid, so this is our best shot at handling it. The strategy is pretty straightforward. Bulk up in front of Araquanid and Drain Punch to recover health if it's Terra Water. If not, Thunder Punch is here to hit hard regardless. And of course, Surging Strikes remains a reliable stab option for general damage. While Rillaboom could come in and threaten Urshifu out, this is still our best answer to handle Araquanid head-on. Tentacruel is back as our dedicated lead this week, matching up well against what I expect to be League Glamora. With Surf, we can secure a clean 2-hit KO, while the rest of the set is our standard utility that's been reliable all season. Honestly, I really wanted to leave Tentacruel on the bench this week and give it a break just for the sake of variety, but the threat of Toxic Spikes is just too much for this team to ignore. What can I say? It's a solid mon. I really can't leave it on the bench. Speaking of solid mons, let's talk about Arcanine. We saw last week the power of a Choice Banded set, which was doing absolutely crazy damage. This week, we're switching gears once again. We're going back to our defensive build to better handle Rillaboom, even teching a Shukaberry to safely take on high horsepower. Arcanine's goal is simply to go back and spread burns, especially targeting Rillaboom and Salamence early on to hopefully weaken their offensive pressure. We're running special sets with Flamethrower and Scorching Sands to prevent Glamora from setting up free T-Spikes as well. Arcanine may not be dishing out damage as much as he was last week, but its utility this time around is still going to be as crucial as ever. Our team going into our battle with Vortex. We really need to bounce back after last week's tough loss to AP, so I'm as motivated as ever to win. But that's all I have, so Vortex, good luck to you, and now let's hop right into the battle. Alright, so we're here against my battle against Vortex. It's owner versus owner. We've partnered up on the DLC, and we've been partnering up on a lot of content lately, but I'm excited for this battle. He brought a few mons that I'm surprised by. Dene I was not expecting. And then Salamence definitely looks like a threat. In mocks, everything else was basic. I had figured that Mudsdale might come if it was an AV set, but in all the mocks, I do think that Tentacruel is just the best lead overall. Even if he goes to Dene or anything else, I think we're safe. So I'm just going to lead off with Tentacruel. Alright, here we go. Good luck, Vortex. Hope it's a fun battle one way or the other. I think both of us really need this win too, which is pretty important. I think either way, whoever wins this, I think really does secure their spot in the playoffs, so hopefully it goes well. So he leads off with the Dene first. Alright, so this thing could nuzzle me. It could also just go straight for a T-Bolt. But I think I don't like the idea of weakening this thing. If, weakening Tinglu, that is. I think I need to keep it checked for things like Salamence. Honestly, I don't know what this thing's gonna go for. And I'd rather just Sludge Bomb turn one. See what he wants to do. So he Super Fangs me. I'm gonna get a Sludge Bomb off. That's AV. That's gotta be AV, right? That's nuts. So... I don't want anything else to get Super Fanged. I think I'm just gonna stay in, honestly. I'm fine. I'll eat a hit. Yep, as long as I don't get parried here. Maybe this is a bad call, weakening Tentacruel so early, but I'd rather just get this thing out. So Dedenne goes down to Tentacruel. I'm going to go ahead and take notes on this as well. I've been super bad about that every week. Tent kills Dedenne. The problem is now that being paralyzed, I can't as freely just flip turn on things that I really wanted to. So this Tentacruel's really only here now just to stop Glamora's T-Spikes from just wrecking havoc. So because of that, I definitely have to save it. I don't really know what he'd want to go into from here. He could just go straight for the Salamence setup, and that's scary. We'll see what he wants to do first. And there's the Salamence. Alright, so he could go straight for DD or sub, or he could just go for EQ. I think I'm going to go Tinglu. If he goes into a DD, I just Whirlwind. In a perfect world, I think he subs. I don't think he's going to bring sub, but I can always just Whirlwind it out. So he is going to go for a dual Wing Beat. Does little. I'm going to take this opportunity and I think go ahead and get up my rocks. It's going to let me know if that Araquanid is Choice Band, potentially break a Sash on Glamora. So I'm just going to go straight for Stealth Rock. He switches out. See what he wants to go into. All right. So this next turn is going to be something that I really need to keep an eye on because my switch is to always go into Arcanine. And then with that, I can figure out if this thing's going to be Choice Banded or some other attack. I am packing the Shuka Berry, so I'll be able to know right off the bat what kind of item this is. So that's always my switch, is just to go hard Arcanine. We'll see what he's gonna go for. Grassy Terrain is helping to keep Tinglu back at full, back healthy. See what he goes for first. Goes for a Wood Hammer. 208. 384 to 208. So that... a little bit less. Okay. So... I think... See, this is tough. I think with this play... I want to go... I think I want to go Urshifu. See what he wants to do. I don't think he's going to Wood Hammer again. I do switch out first, which tells me he might just U-turn. Nope. Okay, hard switches. That's fine. Yep, this brings out Araquanid. We get to see what kind of item this is. It's about to be Choice Banded after the rocks damage, so good knowledge on my team. Wait, lefties? Ooh, lefties. Okay. So I'm... The problem is here, like... I think I'm going to bulk up first and see what he wants to do. He didn't Terra. What's he going to go for? Infestation. It's hurt by the Rocky Helmet. I didn't even know that made contact. That's really cool. I don't know what he wants to go for, honestly. Part of me just wants to go for... You know, so if I'm bulked up once, what can he go into? He'll go Salamence, it's intimidated. He'll go back to Rillaboom. I think I just want to throw off a T-Punch. I think it's my best play. So he stays in. That takes a good amount of damage. And he gets parried. Oh, Iron Defense. He's going to go for a rest. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, that's such a cool set, dude. He's going to go for rest. Maybe? Iron Defense, Infestation. There's no way your lefties rest, right? I think I'm gonna bulk up again. Yep, call the Protect. We're looking good right now. Protect, Infestation, Iron Defense. Maybe Liquidation? I beat this, bro. I beat this. So I want to call I almost want to call a switch. I feel like he's gonna... I want to Drain Punch. It's not gonna do much. I don't lose much from cooking Drain Punch. Okay, that did nothing. I get health back. And he gets Barret. This set's so cool. I don't know what it's gonna do to me, but this set's really cool. He's weakening me though. Just got T-Punch again. Oh my goodness. Does he protect again? I was freed from infestation. Just gotta go for T-Punch. Alright. So that's 2 down. That was a crazy set, dude. Like I feel like it was good into offensive for Shifu. So I'm like really glad that I brought this defensive set. So I think this always invites in yeah, Rillaboom. So here's the question. I'm bulked up. Decent amount. And I'm full Fizz Def. I don't think I live this. So I'm at, let's pull out Urshifu. 249. I'm at 62% right now. Rillaboom, Grassy Terrain, and how much? I'm only up +2 defense. Woodhammer definitely kills me. So I just go back into Arcanine. And then this gives me a Morning Sun off. Because he's going to go Glim into this, which is fine. I'd rather get healed up. I think this is my main check to this thing. I'm going to act like this thing is definitely banded. Maybe not. At least not adamant. So this was interesting. So Grassy Terrain's still up, which is good. He got hurt by rocks. I kind of... Okay, so if he's Lumberry, this is a little annoying. I'm gonna go for a Willow. Maybe he's Lumberry. Yeah, I think he's definitely Lum. Let's see the Lumberry. I'm assuming it's Lum. It's not Lum. That's so good. Ah, that's so good. What item are you? Are you Resist Berry? You're not Boots. I want to know. Dude, we are eating. Ding. All right. So Payback looks kind of good here. Could just whirlwind him out too. We're gonna Payback. I think maybe Glim comes out here, but it's not gonna do much. Rillaboom's good to take damage. I feel like you're gonna U-turn here. Do I need Urshifu for anything else? Not particularly. I want to just keep chipping this thing down. Arcanite's always a free switch, but you can U-turn. I've done this play every time. So if he goes Arcanine and goes to the U-turn, he can go into Glim. He can... Yeah, I think Arcanite's just such a safe switch, honestly. Okay, goes into this. I'm not mad about that. Good double. All right, so the one question is Grassy Terrain still up? I don't think it is. Nope. I have the Scorching Sands, and he is at what's that? 75, about 85. Scorching is not a kill, or at least a small chance to kill. I would like this to not be choiced in any way. I don't want to get hit with a power gem. Let's see what he wants to do. I have a feeling he's gonna maybe go for Mortal Spin just to get rid of this. Whoa, he's pulling out some nice doubles. I like this. But this like doesn't do anything to me. You intimidate me. I think I just pay back again. Yep. So Ting-Lu kills Salamence. We're looking good, dude. We're looking good. So the one thing that I keep doing is like playing very safe. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Ting-Lu's still really good here. I kind of want to just go to Torn this game. Or this turn, rather. I feel like he's gonna... I've done this so many times. If you're gonna reveal like a high horsepower, now's the turn to do it. Goes for Woodhammer. Oh, that hurt. That did a lot. Whoa. I'm surprised that you keep doing that move, honestly. So that's definitely banded. I feel like you can pretty easily go Glim. What's the Heat Wave? Nice. Corn kills Brilla. This thing doesn't do anything else for me, so I'm just gonna do another Heat Wave. Does a lot. Goes for a nasty plot. Yeah, I don't know if that was a play. Torn doesn't do anything for me, man. So I just click another Heat Wave here. Nice. Dude, Torn's making up for these early weeks, man. After that nasty plot win from 2 weeks ago now, like, it's just such a good bond. Maybe I'm just bad with it those first few weeks. All right, so I'm going to be a bit toxic here. I need the differential. I'm going Ting-Lu. I need the differential because we are kind of low right now. I mean, we're still in playoffs, but this would definitely... Ooh. Neat. Wow. So I wonder if I let's look at this. Um, this one caught me off guard actually. Let's say you're +1 and you're gonna have energy ball, and I'm in Tinglu. I'm at 426 out of 514. I'm at 83%. Grassy terrain should energy ball should never kill at +1. So I think I still win. Oh, this is earthquake. Dang it. I have the wrong move. It's supposed to be stomping tantrum. Yeah, whatever. He doesn't even have energy ball, so we're good. And it still kills. Oh man, that's a powerful 6-0. 6-0, right? I'm not stupid? Yeah. Oh man. That's gonna seriously help our division standings, guys. Oh man, that's awesome. And there was some like I'm really interested in hearing about Vortex's set afterwards. So I might ask him to do like an interview or something afterwards. I'd be really interested to know what it's about, or at least what the thought was behind it, because he had told me earlier before we battled that there was like 8 or 9 people helping prep his team, and so I can only imagine like how many people were in his ear with different ideas. That would be super overwhelming. But really cool game, and we're doing strong in the division, bouncing back after last week's loss with AP. So good games, Vortex, and we will see you guys here next week.